All right, so I'm going to move on to this next topic here. Now, this topic, this nearly broke the internet last week. Very close to just completely, I'm surprised they didn't shut Twitter down and shut everything down when this happened. But The Rock, who is starring in an upcoming movie called Black Adam, has been really ramping up his marketing for this film himself, as is Warner Brothers and DC. Well, the other day, he releases a trailer on social media, a very short teaser type of trailer, just to kind of get hyped for 1 month away, 1 month from the release of Black Adam. And the world erupted because of Steppenwolf Gate. 2017's Justice League Steppenwolf design was used in the Black Adam trailer. As you can see, this is the shot, 0.02 seconds of a shot of Steppenwolf. This version was utilized in the trailer. After, I guess it was probably about an hour, 2 hours, if that, The Rock...
I think it was on...
The Rock pulled down the post, the trailer, and eventually re-uploaded another trailer that did not have that 0.02 seconds of Justice League Steppenwolf, rather just an additional scene or footage from Black Adam. I want you to talk on this first because, yeah, go ahead. You got this.
Is this where we're at right now? Is this like the current standing of little glimmers of hope that we're handing for? One thing that I think you kind of left out was in the tweet that he did for the new trailer, the first line that says is corrected, and then he says all the rest of the stuff with the hierarchy is about to change and all that good stuff. But this is funny, interesting. I saw a remake of this on YouTube that actually included Zack Snyder's Darkseid and Steppenwolf in it, and it actually was really cool to see, but you know, that's another conversation for another day. But it's definitely interesting that this was taken down almost immediately as soon as it was put back up. I know in our group chat in the Culture Nerd, it was put up, and then somebody made a comment that it featured Steppenwolf footage from Justice League, and then I saw maybe an hour, not even, maybe 50 minutes after it was posted, I clicked on it to just view it on YouTube, and it was no longer available. So it's... if you're going to pull it back, why release it in the first place? You know that this is kind of like going to be a touchy subject for some fans and stuff, so you knowingly... it could have been a lapse. Could have been the Snyder bots, maybe the Whedon bots that we've obviously come accustomed to seeing and stuff. But you seem to have a really strong take on this. So I'm gonna let you take it away because I'm more on the levity side of things.
Everybody needs to chill the fuck out. Look, I have been saying for months, if not years, that the plan is and always will be that the 2017 Justice League is within the main continuity, the main canon. How that changes in the future is to be seen. But as we are right now, 2017's Justice League is the Justice League of the main continuity. The problem is you have Warner Brothers who is refusing to just acknowledge this and refusing to just bite the bullet and say, look, this is what it is. Accept it. Snyder's thing was a gift to you fans. That Snyder Cut was a gift. They refused to do that. They have refused to do that. And it's to the detriment of, excuse me, to them. I mean, it's causing more harm than anything. Because if they would just bite the bullet today, give it 3 weeks, 3 months of bad press or negativity or toxicity, whatever you want to call it, at most, and by that time it's done. People have moved on and they understand. But this whole idea that, oh, we could get the Snyderverse restored. Oh, this could be, in continuity with the Snyderverse. That is what's causing so many issues. If Warner Brother is truly saying, you know what, we don't want to do the Snyderverse because of all the toxic fans, then fucking say it. It's not that hard. It is not hard for them to come out and say, look, we did the Snyder Cut. We regret it, or we didn't want to do it, or we did it. You're welcome. But you know what? you guys have been assholes. You guys have been toxic. And that's that. That's my problem with this. And the fact that The Rock changed it did not help. No. I give The Rock credit. He is a great oh shit, I'm sorry. He's a great guy when it comes to marketing his films. But this was an issue. He should have let it be. It's that simple. We know that the Flash movie was planning and still probably going to change quite a bit of the history of the DCEU. That's where you leave it. You let that movie do that. You move forward with these films with the continuity that what the continuity is, and that's final. Instead, now you have all these people who think there's hope that the Snyderverse is going to be restored. Here's a really easy little thing for you all to see. This right here. This is the continuity of the DCEU. This is what it is. Plain and simple. This is it. You got up to Justice League. That's where they wanted to start changing things after that point. But then they were sold to AT&T and things got muddled again. So then the plan was for the Flash movie to rectify all that, which is still the plan today under Warner Brothers Discovery. So that is what it is. It's not hard to understand. That is the timeline. I don't know. This falls on scoopers. This falls on those people who sit there and constantly say, Warner Brothers has been talking to Zack Snyder. He's coming back. Warner Brothers and Zack have made up. Warner Brothers and Zack, Warner Brothers and Zack, Warner Brothers and Zack. And it's constant with these scoopers because they're playing you all. So now when something like this happens, instead of you, a fan, just accepting what it is, let's be excited about Black Adam for Black Adam. Who the hell cares if it has Justice League Steppenwolf in it or not? Let's just move forward. Let's see what the plan is. Because who knows, maybe The Flash does reboot it in a way where Snyder Cut is continuity. But that's not happening for a year from now. So that's where I'm at with this. And it pisses me off so much because if you even try to say, look, it's not going to be the way you want it, Snyder fans. It isn't. No matter what, at this point in time, it's not going to be the way you want. Even if Snyder were to come back, we're going to get into it in a minute here. Even if Snyder were to come back, it still would not be what you want. It wouldn't. You have anything to add to this whole Black Adam debacle? And
yeah, so I was going to leave some of the comments that you had for the Snyder part of things for our main discussion, but just kind of touching on the footage itself and just the incorporation of everything. It just confuses me kind of like the way it began. I'm just confused. Why would you sign off on footage that you know is going to be very touchy with the fans, and then almost immediately after kind of take it off and redo it in a way? So you have to know that they are at play thinking, okay, if we release this with a little bit of footage, let's see how much of a backlash we get for it. And that shows that they might still be considering keeping Justice League as the main continuity, which at this point, and I'll save my stance on everything, for a little bit later, but for at this point, it's better for me to follow that at this point, and to, I think it's failed to discover on everybody that day in, day out operations as of today, September 26, are still run by Walter Hamada. So everything that's going on right now is still kind of under the old regime of things. So we're really not going to feel the impressions of Warner Bros. Discovery's plan for the DCEU in probably not even, I want to say a year from now, just to be on the hopeful side of things, maybe in time for some sort of announcements at Comic-Con. But even that I'm starting to realize is kind of unrealistic because they really have to do a complete and total inventory, not only of DC, but just Warner Bros. As a whole, because there is a reason why they only are releasing 2 movies for the rest of the year. So I'm you know, not for nothing, the recent campaign for Black Adam has definitely got me more excited for the movie. A couple of the posters that they've come out with, inspired by real life art for Black Adam, done by by Alex Ross, and I forget the other person's name's escaping me, but the poster game has really been great for Black Adam recently, over the past couple of days. So I am still excited for Black Adam, and I can't really wait, honestly.
Yeah, I just want people to, you know, I'm just sick and tired of all the negativity and the fan the fighting within the fans, and that trailer, what they did there just did not help, because like you said, who signed off? There's somebody who signed off on it, was like, yeah, this is a great idea,
Right.
even
And
if it
that's currently employed by Warner Bros. Discovery, not Warner Bros. This is post-merger in the marketing
yeah.
department that, yeah, signed off on this. And, you know, maybe it's a company, like I said before, maybe it's a company's way of kind of testing the waters and being like, okay, so it's been a couple of years since this has happened. It's been almost a year. It's been exactly over a year since we've released Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like, maybe this was kind of their taste tester to see if how reactive the pool still is, and obviously and evidently it's still full of sharks, to your dismay, for sure. But we'll get into that a little bit later on.
Yeah. But let us know your thoughts in the comments. You know, hit us up on social media what you think about Steppenwolf Gate with Black Adam teaser trailer showing the wrong or the right Steppenwolf, depending on how you feel. Again, I truly believe, and all evidence points that the Snyder Cut is not continuity right now. So that's what all evidence is pointing to. Why is it that you believe otherwise if you do? What is it that's showing you that it could be? Just let us know in the comments below. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you say, oh, this scooper told me, well, I'm just going to ignore that comment, because no. Just no, not at all.